Okay, welcome back everybody. Here we are with another Train Sim World 5 video. As you see, we are in the menu of Train Sim World 5. I thought today we'll be doing another training center tutorial or training module. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look for the train I want to do today. Alrighty, so welcome back everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone has enjoyed my previous Train Sim World videos, which is other videos in general that I've uploaded. Hope everyone's doing good. Excuse me, sorry. I thought today I would go ahead and do the Flying Scotsman, which is a steam engine. I haven't done a steam engine yet, so I thought I would go ahead and do it. And it is a beautiful train as well, so I thought you guys would enjoy this video today about the Flying Scotsman, a British steam engine. I believe it's British. We'll go ahead and load up. And yes, they did release a new DLC, two of them. One of them is a German or some kind of Belgium type train, and then they released the Thomas and Friends. I'm looking to do a video on this soon. If you guys would like to see the Thomas and Friends, please let me know down in the comments, and I will happily do a video on it. And here we are loading up the Flying Scotsman introduction. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone is having a great day.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive the iconic LNER Class A3 steam locomotive number 60103, better known as
the Flying Scotsman. Beautiful locomotive.
During this brief introduction, you'll be taken through the critical driving controls and performing passenger operations. When you're ready, climb onto the footplate. Take a seat at the driver's position so that we can prepare this locomotive for operation.
One thing I've always loved about Train Sim World, as I mentioned before in my other Train Sim World videos, is I love the detail they put into the game and the trains. It is a beautiful locomotive. It is a beautiful game. I hope everyone's enjoying my Train Sim World videos.
You'll be completing a full loop of the circuit and performing passenger operations when you reach the next stop. Let's prepare this locomotive for departure. Open the cylinder cocks to remove any water from the cylinders after the locomotive has been left standing. Water in the cylinders can damage the locomotive as it does not compress like steam.
Nice.
The reverser determines the direction of travel and how much steam is consumed as the locomotive moves.
Set it to forward.
Move the reverser into the full forward. To begin loading passengers, you will need to open the passenger doors.
So this here, the Flying Scotsman is a steam locomotive, and it's mainly a passenger train. Look at this amazing, beautiful big wheels, dude. Yeah, me as a kid, I've always loved trains. Even now as an adult, I got into model railroading. That is why on my channel you'll find a playlist of model trains that I have. I'm uploading videos here and there. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I've always loved trains. I've always lived nearby a rail station. Obviously, trains driving by. Hear them driving by all the time. That's one reason why I love Train Sim World. It's just a fun game for me. It's a comfort game, I guess. Whenever I'm bored, I kind of just want to relax, sit back and relax. This is one of the games I like to play. Let's go ahead and open these doors. Of course, this is a training scenario, so there's no passengers here. The game is just showing me how to open the doors, how to like perform passenger operations and stuff. Look at these carriage cars, passenger cars, sorry. Beautiful cars, beautiful red. Nice wood panel doors. I could open the window here. This is the inside. Beautiful, beautiful wood paneling.
It's time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Alright.
Unlike other steam locomotives you may have operated, this locomotive has had its vacuum brakes upgraded to air brakes.
So one. This is the end. One.
The locomotive brake applies braking force on just the locomotive, whereas the train brake applies it to the entire formation. As this train has air brake equipped coaches,
we have 7 cars. And then we have the tender and the steam engine itself. Let's release the brakes. put them down towards ourselves.
The regulator acts like the throttle for steam locomotives. It controls how much steam is delivered into the cylinders.
The regulator is this black bar here with the silver
Slowly
handle.
open the regulator to apply some power. Remember that power delivery is delayed in a steam locomotive, and applying too much power too early can cause wheel slip.
Alright, so I'm opening up to 4%. He said start it slowly, so I think 4% sounds good. And there, the wheels are moving. Look at these beautiful wheels. Now let's go ahead and blow the whistle. Open up the regulator a little bit more. Train is moving. Look at the chugga chugga. So one thing I love about steam trains is this. The sound, the smoke puffing up. I'm at 24% for the regulator. Yeah, one thing I love about this game is the sounds. The sounds of the train, the sounds of the locomotive, the sounds of the wheels on the rails. We're getting some speed now, boys.
We're starting to pick up speed. Move the reverser toward mid-gear. This reduces the amount of steam let into the cylinders and saves energy.
Towards mid here. 30%. And we are at 30%.
Now that the locomotive is moving, you can
Nice.
open the regulator support. After a few wheel rotations, you can close the cylinder box.
So I just set the regulator to 30% and now you want to move it back to 50. Back of your mind, sir. I'm going the wrong way. Let's do it to the left. That's 40. And one more. And there we are, 50%. One of the regulator to 50%, not the reverser. Not bad. There you go. So we're now at 50%. He wants me to set the cylinder clocks to close. Cylinder clocks.
This locomotive was originally built in 1923 as one of Sir Nigel Bresley's new A1 class called the Pacifics and was numbered 1472. It would later, along with all but one of the other A1 locomotives, be upgraded and modified into an A3. In 1924, this locomotive was chosen as a flagship example of the British Empire exhibition, where it was given the number 4472 and its now famous name after the Flying Scotsman Express service between Edinburgh and London.
This locomotive is now 100 years old.
Flying Scotsman was
Wow.
recorded at 100 miles per hour on a special test run, officially making it the first locomotive in the UK to reach that speed. The test run proved to the LNER's directors that steam power could provide high speeds, negating a plan for the company to use diesel power on its high-speed services.
Pretty cool.
Sir William McAlpine took the steam locomotive to Australia, making it the first steam locomotive to circumnavigate the globe. While in Australia in 1989, it also set the record for the longest non-stop run by a steam locomotive at 422 miles. After 23 years of ownership, McAlpine sold Scottsman to Tony Marchington for £1.25 million. However, due to the expense of maintaining and running the locomotive, Marchington chose to withdraw his ownership and began looking for someone else to buy it. Fortunately, in 2004, a campaign by the National Railway Museum resulted in a surge in popularity for the locomotive, and the museum was granted a £1.8 million grant to purchase it.
So that's pretty cool that they still have some left. They're just kind of like historical pieces of horses. They're so old. Amazing pieces of machinery. It's crazy how times have evolved. We went from steam engines looking like this to the diesel, and now we have bullet trains that travel over 200 miles an hour. It's pretty crazy. There's actually a theme park near my area where I live, and you're able to go to the theme park and hop on a ride of a steam, like an old steam train they have there. It's kind of something like this. It's not a flying Scotsman, but it's like an old, I'm not sure what kind of train it is, but it's a steam engine, and it has passenger cars looking similar to this, and you're able to hop on for like a fair price, and it takes you around the whole theme park and stuff. It's pretty cool. So I think we have to do a full loop. Yes, correct. We have to do a full loop around, I guess, and then after this objective, when we get to this marker, then we'll be coming into a stop here. But first I have to pass the platform. And this train is roaring. So I think it's louder than my voice is, so I'm not sure you guys can hear me good. I hope my mic volume is good. But this is Train Sim World 5, the Flying Scotsman tutorial. And this is one beautiful DLC they brought to the game. Well, I believe it was a DLC. If you had the standard version, you had to pay for the Flying Scotsman, like set price. But if you bought the deluxe version of the game, I believe it was Train Sim World 4, then this came with me. This is the beautiful machine right here. Yeah, I wonder what's the max speed on this. Yeah, I wonder what's the max speed I can reach before I get to the objective. I think I'm trying to increase this regulator here. Let's try to get some speed. Go to 80%. Yeah, this thing is booking. We're approaching the tunnel. I love that whistle. It's a beautiful sound. One thing I've always loved about steam locomotives is the way the wheels rotate by these little arms here. It's one thing that's always fascinated me about these type of trains. The machinery. Alright, come on. And I do have to stop here. I am speeding, so I believe I'm going to start slowing down. I'm preparing to slow down, so let me move this to idle. There we go. And we are going to start giving this yeah, going 110 kilometers per hour. I'm almost there. I think it's time to start applying some brake. Let's get into the initial application. Don't want to apply too much brake yet. We are slowing down.
Approaching the station. Prepare the train to slow down.
Yes, sir. Prepare the train.
Bring the train to a stop in the indicated position.
Alright, we're bringing the train to a stop. I've already applied some braking. I have it at the initial application right now. I'm not sure how these drivers can see out this small window. I can't see much. I mean, good thing that they do have the signal exchange where they cross signals and they exchange. Not sure what those little loop things are called, but I believe back then the trains, the steam engines, maybe still nowadays, not sure they still use it, but the driver or maybe the second man, they would reach out and grab a like loop, little like light bulb looking shape thing, and that would let them know that the track ahead is clear. So every time they would pass like a certain maybe a lookout station or like a signal station, signal house, they would exchange that with whoever's working at the signal house, and that lets them know that the track ahead is clear and they are safe to keep on going. Is that a normal sound? I'm not sure. But yeah, we're coming in for a stop. God, sounds like it needs like oil or something. Don't get me wrong, it's cool sounds and I love the detail. Like I love that we could hear all those the metal clanking each time they would rotate. You could hear the clink.
Now that the train has stopped, you can open the passenger doors.
But to me, it sounded like it needed like some WD-40 in there or something, some kind of oil. Beautiful train. Beautiful, beautiful train. Here we are. We're doing the scenario of loading in the passengers. I believe after this is it. Yes, it is. So there it is. There is a flying Scottsman
Good work.
tutorial.
That concludes all the basics of operating this locomotive.
Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks for watching.